Okay, hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I will be doing the rundown on everything that I have missed so far after not uploading for about a month. So yeah, I'm gonna get right into it. Okay, so in fact I'm gonna stay on the lobby screen for a bit. So as you guys can clearly see in the background, there's a countdown and chapter 3 is coming to a close. Now they announced this around the middle of November, and when I saw this I was in the middle, I was kind of shocked, but at the same time I wasn't. I mean, consider this, there were a lot of cosmetics and stuff teasing that the end of this chapter was coming, and because what happened with chapter 2, I completely disbelieved that until I saw a leak proving that chapter 3 was the next season. So yeah, and well, they announced it, well, a lot of weeks ago, and now there's only a mere 2 days left until this chapter is gone, and chapter 4 will be the next season. Now, to be honest, it's just weird because only 4 seasons in a chapter. That was very confusing to me. And yeah, that's just really it for that. Also, as well, speaking of, the Fortnite event. So, conclusion, it's the worst one that we've ever had. I'm sorry to say that, but it was just so underwhelming. Like, I thought that 2021 wasn't that good. Man, was I wrong. I was completely wrong. I would rather have 2021 Fortnite right now than have experienced 2022 Fortnite. 2022 Fortnite was just such a letdown. It was just honestly such a letdown. Like, Epic just didn't even care. They just didn't even seem to care. It was just obvious. It just wasn't good, to be honest. And yeah, now that chapter 3 is coming to an end, I mean, I'm excited for chapter 4. I'm excited to see what the game holds ahead. Now, I also mentioned in one of my previous videos that a lot of gold was teased, and yeah, we can now possibly believe or even confirm without even seeing the event that Midas is going to be making a return in the story. The reason being why is because in the Paradise Quest, if you've done all of them, you will hear, I believe, Jones and Amy talk about the loop breaker. The loop breaker is Midas. He broke the loop in chapter 2 season 2, so that pretty much just meant that he was coming back. And to tease off with it more, they've decided to add like items related to gold, like the double agent quest pack and the golden touch quest pack as well. And yeah, that's just well, it's a great way to tease it. And well, just overall, what do I personally think about like this chapter ending on only 4 seasons? Because let's consider it. Chapter 1 had a full 10 seasons, right? Before ending off. Chapter 2 had 8 seasons. Even though that was a little bit off, it was acceptable. But with chapter 3 only having 4 seasons, it's just really, really weird. And I don't even know what to really say. Today also as well, they did drop a fracture event teaser, and it's like showing like flashbacks to, I believe, so it shows like flashbacks to like previous stuff, like chapter 2 season 5 they showed a flashback of the 0 point, chapter 2 season 1 they showed a flashback, and then they showed some footage from the live event itself. And yeah, so we can see that the Herald is going to cause chaos on the island, and just really, like, I don't even know really what to say, but just yeah, this chapter is going to end on a very climactic note, because with chapter 1 and chapter 2 they ended, right? They ended, but not in such a very climactic way. I mean, sure, chapter 2 was, well, its end event was far more climactic than chapter 1, but like, I mean, like, just look at the chapter 3 fracture event, like, what do you call it, image. Like, it's just climactic. Like, there are chrome tornadoes, the locations are getting torn to shreds. I mean, like, there was one picture where the Rave Cave Cuddle Bear head was literally like flying around. There was a place from Rocky Reels, I believe, that was also flying around, and just, yeah, just this map is gonna get torn to shreds. It's going to get destroyed, like, badly. Now, what else have they also been dropping? They've also been dropping some teasers, so some random teaser videos, and they've also been dropping some random teaser pictures. Now, in the video, so just Fortnite characters are just minding their own business until they see something in the sky. They're all looking up into the sky. So we believe that something from the sky will come in the event and will play a significant role. We don't know exactly what that will be though. And what else as well? They have been also teasing us with some images, and in the images they have just been making out the number 4, obviously teasing chapter 4. I mean, for example, there was man cake, there was like his syrup, his like maple syrup on the top of his head. Is shaped a number 4, kind of, if you can see. And also as well with Ruby, I think she made like a pose with like her legs, like, and then if you reversed, if you basically flipped over Ruby in that teaser image, if you guys know what I'm talking about, then you would be able to see the number 4, but it's just reversed there. And then recently we have had a teaser with Inferno. I think you know who he is. He was a season 8 star pack skin, not star pack, just a random like pack that came at the end of season 8, and in his on his head you can see a 4 made with flames. What the? Okay, never mind. That's a die that dropped. So yeah, they've just been teasing, and it's obvious. Also, as well, okay, how can I say? Do I want to say it's a spoiler? I don't really know if it's a spoiler, but I'm gonna say it anyways because it's just the name of something. Fortnite Brazil. I mean, if you guys remember, back with the Chapter 2 finale event, it got a leak like what, like 5 days in advance. Like a TikTok ad was shown of the map literally flipping. The key thing of the event got leaked and it was ruined horribly. And I mean, I saw it, but I didn't want to go too into it because I didn't want to be spoiled. But yeah, Chapter 3's finale event has not been leaked. However, they came very close to being leaked, as on the Fortnite Brazil YouTube account with the Chapter 3 teaser, instead of putting, because Brazil, I believe in Brazil they speak Spanish. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but they speak Spanish, and so with them speaking Spanish, we could see in the title, right, it said Capitolo and then something 1. Capitolo 4 something 1. Now obviously we know that's Chapter 4 Season 1, but I went into a language translator and put it in and converted it to Spanish, and yes, it said chapter, well, it said episode 4 season 1. I mean, for some reason language translators are just weird. So then I decided to put chapter 4 season 1 in English and convert it to Spanish, and it came out as the same spelling as what it said in the title of the video. So chapter 4 season 1. So yeah, right there you guys, so just confirm right there, the next season is chapter 4. Some people were saying it was going to be like a book 2 of the story, so like this story was going to end and like we were going to start a new story off, which I could see as a very, very weird decision. So I'm glad that they're not doing that and they're taking a step in the right direction and staying with this story that they currently have. So what else happened as well? There was like a Rocket League collab with a Rocket League car, as you can see right here. And yeah, so guys, the reason being why I just went was because, well, the game was just so stale. I got so stuck with other games, and like I just thought just Fortnite was just dead at that point. I just genuinely thought that Fortnite was dead. Not actually like dead, but just stale. It was just boring. There was nothing to do. Like, this season was, well, I had high hope for this season, but this season's not good. Well, it's not bad, but it's not good. So I'd say that it's okay. So also as well, people have been doing this, but they've been ranking all the 4 seasons of Chapter 3. So I'm gonna do my personal ranking. At number 1, we have got Season 2. I mean, during Season 2, I had a lot of vibes, and I know people hated the Tanks and the Armored Battle Bus, but I just loved it. The storyline was so good. We finally got a big like battle between the 7 and the IO that was destined to happen. And just, yeah, the storyline was so good. The event, I mean, so a lot of people, the event was underwhelming, but I didn't really mind. The events, for me, well, I guess you could say it's a top 10 Fortnite event, but I'm not sure if it's number 1. But the event was still good. The lead up to it was so good. The Collider was so good. I mean, like, the Weapon and Vulture in the season were good as well. Allie and Chica got Icon Series skins. People memed about Allie getting an Icon Series skin. Allie, in my opinion, has easily got the best Creator Icon Series skin. He never begged for it, and even though I don't really like Allie, I'm going to be honest with you guys. He didn't beg for it like Cypher PK. He wasn't begging it. And that's why he got such a good skin. However, Cypher PK just begged it. Look, I don't hate Cypher, I don't hate him, but he just begged it from Epic. He begged for like what, like a year and a half straight, and his skin just turned out to me to just be mid. I'm not saying that because I didn't like him begging it. His skin was just mid. It just wasn't good. I was like, when his skin got teased, well, when he teased that, so when he said that his skin was going to be coming, people were very excited, like saying like, wow, Cypher's been asking for his skin for a while, so this might be good. But it just wasn't good. When I saw it, I just thought that it was just dead. It was the last day of Season 3, I believe. And Oh, and also another thing as well that he did stupidly. He decided to launch he decided to release his Icon Series skin right after Chapter 3 Season 4 had just launched. It was just dumb. Why are you launching your Icon Series skin right after a season starts? I know it might be hypocritical with Loser Fruit, but like, if I'm correct, right, Loser Fruits just came randomly and it got leaked and it got delayed because it was supposed to come earlier. So that wasn't really our fault, but with Cypher PK, like, they could have at least like thought, because his Icon Series skin got overshadowed. Although I will admit though, his creative map where you could complete challenges. Oh crap! Alright, his creative map where you could complete challenges was cool. I guess I like it. I did add something cool recently, during the Halloween event. So he added like a Halloween aesthetic to it, and he also added like, well, like instant reload on the gun. So for example, like the Ranger shotgun, that gun's super accurate and it's got really good damage, but it's only got one shot. Basically, it's a bit literally a hit or miss gun. Now he made it auto reload, so it was really fun to play around with that. But just listen, I'm just gonna be honest. His Icon Series skin's not the worst out of every single creator that we've ever seen get an Icon Series skin. It was just underwhelming. And I wish that he did something better, because he got so excited for an Icon Series skin just to make people think that it was mid. Although, I will be honest though, I was happy for him at the same time though, because getting into this game is not easy, because people have worked hard, and I mean hard. There are hundreds of content creators out there who work, but not many of them have gotten an Icon Series skin. Only about like what, a mere 7 or 8 people, what the hell, have gotten an Icon Series skin. And just really, yeah, that's just my point. Now overall, okay, I need to go back to my season ranking. So number 1 is season 2. I absolutely loved it. I know people will probably attack me for that, but I just loved season 2. It was just so good. I think I said season 1 by accident, so I'm pretty stupid. But yeah, season 2 is number 1 in my opinion. It's a 10 out of 10 season. Now season 1 of this chapter was well, I'm putting that second. It was such a good start for Fortnite, like a nice, refreshing start. Although the new guns and all that were controversial, I did like it actually a lot, with like, you know, like the whole like new, like fresh feeling where everybody had to get used to it. However, I hope that they do return some of the old weapons from chapter 1 and chapter 2 in chapter 4. So I'm hoping for that to happen. And then, so just like the Spider-Man web shooters, the Christmas event around that time, just overall, Fortnite was just so good in chapter 3 season 1. Chapter 3 season 1 is easily, well, I'd give it a top 5 season ranking of all time. I know, yeah, that may be overrated it, but just that's the amount of fun that I had with it. It was just so enjoyable to me. And yeah. And with number 3, chapter 3 season 4, I thought that the season was going to be good, but it just turned out to be okay. So I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. And the worst season of them all, chapter 3 season 3. That season was abysmal. It was so bad. Let me go over some stuff why I didn't like it. Number 1, the Battle Pass. The Battle Pass was not good in my opinion. I just hated it. I just did not like it. The skin just didn't feel that strong to me in the Battle Pass. And what else as well? So the updates were just not good. I mean, Darth Vader is 700. To be honest, I think that Star Wars skins should just be item shop skins. I don't like Star Wars skins. I know I might have just offended a lot of people out there. Star Wars is cool, but I just don't like seeing them in battle passes. Now, I know it might be hypocritical, but I just don't think that Star Wars skins still feel like, especially not for me, for being in a battle pass. Like, it just wasn't that cool. Like, Darth Vader is easily one of the most iconic fictional villains of all time. I'll be honest with you, when I was younger, I used to watch some Star Wars movies, and they were cool. I can't remember which ones exactly I watched, because I was too young to remember. But they were cool at the time. Darth Vader was such a cool villain for me. And I think for a lot of people as well. But just overall, I just wasn't feeling it with him in the Battle Pass. Let's go over as well something else. The summer event. The summer event, well, it started a month late. Every single summer event, I'm pretty sure, has started in like June. This one started in July. It started in July and ended in August, and it was just so underwhelming. The skins weren't good. The challenges were, I guess, cool. With like all like the audio logs for like no sweat, but it just wasn't good in my opinion. It just wasn't good at all. And the Dragon Ball collab, I mean, that's literally what saved the season from being a complete, utter disaster. I would give Chapter 3 Season 3, I would give it a 3.5 out of 10. Without the Dragon Ball event, I would have forgiven it a 2. But to be honest, I'm just being generous at this point. I'm genuinely... Why did I just stand still? But yeah, I mean, that kind of really wraps it up, guys. I think I'm gonna, well, just end it off here. And I'm gonna be watching the live event on Saturday. I will probably be joined by one of my friends, but I'm not really sure yet. But yeah, Chapter 3 is coming to an end. We're getting a whole new chapter on Sunday. The downtime for the update starts at 7:45 GMT, my time. And yeah, so hang on one second. Let me get into a bush and then I'll end the video off. And just overall, yeah, that is really it. So yeah, guys, I guess I'll see you tomorrow in my next item shop video. Then December 3rd, and then Chapter 3 and then the Chapter 3 finale, Fracture.